Viewer discretion is strongly advised. Video games we talk about in this channel include blood and gore, intense violence, strong language, mature humor, nudity, strong sexual content, and the use of drugs and alcohol. Oh yeah! The Gen X Gamer is intended for a mature audience only, so if you're not 18, get the frag out of here. Alright, woo! I am excited about this one, Afro Samurai. Oh man, let me tell you, back in the day when I saw this game, it really caught my attention. However, we did not have, I think it was $60 when it came out, did not have that kind of money, you know, to spend on a single game and not in the budget back in the day. So I always kept my eye on it. It always interested me, and I thought, you know, if I ever see it out in the wild, I'm gonna pick it up. Well, that day never came because, you know, I kept on going to different GameStops and I never saw it there at a reasonable price. And finally, now that it's buy one get one free, I was able to get it on Black Friday. It's now down to $9.99. I think I get it for $9.49 or something like that. And then I bought another game, so it's half of that, so for like $4.50. You know, for $4.50, okay, yeah. I'm liking that, right? You know what, guys? This game, especially for people that are fans of the manga, it's a must-have, right? It's a must-have. But if you're not familiar with it, right? If you're not familiar with the series, I'll give you a little bit of a breakdown. You know, you guys can Google this and get some more information if you're interested on the game. But basically, it came from a manga that was that the creator, Japanese gentleman, got inspiration from soul music, from, you know, hip hop and American culture, and combined that, you know, with the story of a samurai, and came up with this concept. Now that's the easy version. If you guys are super nerdy into this and, you know, you love it, please forgive me. I'm just trying to give people that are not familiar with the series just a little bit of a sprinkle of more or less where it's, you know, where it's coming from, and then they can do their own research. Anyway, based on this, based on this game was created. Now, you know, just another great concept, right? Another great concept by Japanese people. I mean, I'm the opinion that they have some of the most creative ideas when it comes to video games. You know, they have no boundaries. You know, and not that we don't have great games in the Western world. We do, but more and more, you know, their hands are being tied. You know, this is a game that probably today, you know, if we go back into our what if situation, right? What if somebody walked into Bethesda, you know, ex-developer, EA, whoever you want to name, and go in there and go, hey, I got this idea for a game. All right, we got samurai, we got afros, we got hip hop, and then you're like, nope, not gonna make that, man. This ain't the Wu-Tang Clan. But let's get back to the game. You know, this game has just that retro macho-ness that my generation loves, that a lot of guys of my generation just loves to have in games, right? And it's that thing, you know, it's the kind of game where you get out of work, you just want to button mash. This is a button masher. This is a hack and slash brawler. And, you know, what makes this game stand out is not only the artwork, right? It's not only the story, you know, that comes with from the manga, but it's the voice acting. Again, you guys know I gotta have me some voice acting, right? And when it comes to that, when it comes to voice acting, I'm telling you, it does not get better than my man Samuel L. Jackson. This dude is talking shit to you all the way through the game, from beginning to end, taunting you, you know, and just at the right moments. Of course, you know, this produced, you know, and it was meant to be that way, but it's what makes the game enjoyable, right? It's a button masher more than anything. Is it a perfect game? No, absolutely not. And let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. If I would have paid $60 for this game, I would have been mighty upset. Because it's not a $60 game, right? It suffers from one thing, actually, and the one thing that it suffers from is actually the biggest boss in the whole game, and that is the camera angle. It's not the best. Okay, I'm not going to say it's the worst ever, but it's not the best, right? It does affect gameplay, and you have to get around it. Eventually, you get the hang of it, and, you know, you're able to press, you know, L3 down or what have you to recenter yourself, but it's not automatic. You know, it's not the best camera work. But with that said, the voice acting, the chopping heads, you know, the adventure, the gameplay makes up for it. You know, I mean, it's a solid 7. You know, if you would probably rate it higher if you're a fan of the manga, because you're into the story already. It doesn't, of course, it doesn't tell the story as well as a manga would, but it gives you an overview of, you know, what you're looking at, what you're looking for. And the game, you know, is amazing. It couldn't be made now, you know, because it has all the cheesiness, all the stereotypes are there, right? I mean, when you think about it, right? You have black dude, you have you know, Asian dudes, you know, and it all feels so right together, right? But in today's generation, right, in today's marketplace, you know, the criticisms that would arise from all this madness, right? But in the end, it's just a game. It's just a work of art. It's just a piece of art, and an enjoyable at that, enjoyable piece of art at that, entertaining piece of art at that, you know. And like I said, it's not a perfect game, but with that said, you know what? This should be part of your collection. If you are collecting for the PS3 or the Xbox 360, this is a must-have. It really is, because it's a game that's unique, right? It's a game that's unique. It's a piece you can talk about with your friends. And I don't know how you guys handle your game collection. Some people tend to be more private with it. I do that most of the time. You know, it's not, I don't bring out my collection or have it in places where people can see, or what have you. It's a area for me of solace. But if somebody who's a gamer does come over, you know, and we start talking about games, and we start talking about, you know, interesting games, I mean, this would be one that I would think of, you know, and you get to tell the story. Samuel L. is in it, you know, and the voice acting's great. It's a great piece of entertainment, at least. You know what? Is it amazing for $60? No. Would I say it's a great piece of entertainment for $60? No. But is it a great piece of entertainment for $4.50? Oh, you betcha. You bet it is, man. That's just the price of admission for listening to Samuel L. talk smack, and that's probably the best part of the game for me. You know, are the game mechanics perfect? No, but they're bearable. They'll do enough for you to satisfy that hack and slash in you. If you're stressed at work, if you're having a horrible day, you know, chopping off some heads really does your soul good, you know, at least in a video game form, of course. And this game provides that. You know, it does provide that. So, you know, and the bosses are creative. The artwork is excellent. This game still, you know, as far as visuals, still holds up very well. I'm playing it on the PS3. This is what you're getting from it. And this is just my camera. As you guys know, I don't use video capture. I just, you know, not able to right now, and I'm probably never going to use it. You know what, for the stuff that I do, it really doesn't matter. You know, if you're a stickler for video editing and, you know what, all that stuff, probably You can look at other videos or the trailers for the game, and get a better idea. But I think this does it justice, for what the game is. And I really, really enjoy playing it. And if you're a button masher like I am, and if you like to de-stress, and if you enjoy all these types of masculine, I used to say masculine. What is it? Toxic masculinity now. If you want to be macho, and that's another different conversation. But I like typical brawlers where the guy goes in, he gets his revenge, he kicks some ass, and he's able to save the day, right? That's what I want out of my games, especially out of my macho games, and this game provides that for me for $4.50. And for that price, my friends, I'm not going to complain. Alright guys, I hope I introduced you to another game, or made you think about a game that you already knew. That's the purpose of this whole exercise, and hopefully we get to do it again soon. Thank you for joining me on another episode of the Gen X Gamer. Remember to like and subscribe, click the notification bell, and remember, never be afraid to be happy. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care.